All righty, welcome to Sunday. Wow, pretty good weather system through here yesterday. Up to 26.4 inches of snow overnight up at the snow lab up there, and some areas got 20 inches, some areas got 14 inches. Truckee got about a foot of snow. It was an awesome storm last night, and today is a beautiful day. So we're going to continue on here with the winter, if you will. It sure feels like we're continuing on. This over here, I guess you can see that. I don't know if you can see my pointer. Probably can. That's me. And I figured out this cutout tool in Canva. So I'm like, I'm going to paste my ass everywhere. And there I am. And here I am too. So anyway, Palisades Tahoe, this is this morning. Beautiful, beautiful day up there. The skiing, unreal. And again, here you are in May, and the snowiest day of the season. And the rain around here, we got over an inch, inch and a quarter, inch and a half in some areas around the Bay Area. So it was a very, very productive, and I like to say beneficial rain snow event. This is awesome for the water counts. This is awesome for runoff. This is awesome for the salmon. This is awesome for the trout that are spawning in the Bay Area streams and reservoirs, and it's just perfect. So, and it wasn't so much rain or snow that we weren't able to manage it. And this is Tahoe Donner. Tahoe Donner traditionally, I have a buddy who lives up there, Tim Dvorak. This is from his deck. They get a lot of snow, and they traditionally do. Tahoe Donner is kind of up out of the, downtown Truckee, up behind the hardware store. It's kind of up that hill a little bit. So they traditionally get snow. And then this is Olympic Valley. This is from a buddy of mine's house, Billy Hudson, who was an Olympic downhill racer at Kitzbühel back in the 80s. Maybe early 90s. I can't remember when he raced, but he now runs or is a big dog up at the Palisades. And so he sent this picture from his house. So that's pretty awesome. Let's go to the maps, and I want to show you, I'll move this down here. And of course, here are our clear skies over the Bay Area. This is within the last few hours. You can see, of course, the snow in the Sierra Nevada and some lingering clouds. We have some breezy conditions out there along the coast, but this system has basically moved on, and we are heading for a pretty dry pattern after what I say before is pretty amazing rain event over almost an inch and a half there up and around the Marin County area. You got 767 there, 0.76 at SFO, almost an inch of rain there, inch of rain in Oakland. These are rainfall totals, obviously. That's what we're looking at. This is sort of what's going on in terms of the National Weather Service page, which is a nice touchstone during the day if you get a chance to go to the page, because they put in, like in this case, they're going, okay, look, dudes, it's going to be cold. So we have a frost advisory in effect. We have a small craft advisory along the coast. Everything else looks okay. There's a lake wind advisory up around Pyramid Lake. You can just barely see that brown there. And if you wanted to know more, you could click on the area, the color. It'll tell you more specifically what's going on. So it's just a good touchdown. I like to check in with it only because you don't want to miss anything, right? Like a gale warning or a high surf advisory. There is no high surf advisory. Awesome picture there today let's go to a single camera if I can. Let's see, go here, and we'll hit that camera. And this is Surfline. And Surfline's awesome because, first of all, I mean, you can go, I have a special subscription, but I'm telling you, surfline.com, you have to sit through some ads, but you can go to beaches anywhere around the world. You can go to Rio, you can go to Pavones, you can go in Central America, you can go to Brazil, you can go anywhere you want. Hawaii. This is our very own ocean beach. This shot's awesome because you can see some snowy plovers in the foreground, right? I don't know if you can see those, but they're snowy plovers. These are probably snowy plovers. That's why they don't like you, or they like to make sure you have your dog on a leash, and this nice person does. Sort of like, look at that, yeah. And he's looking at the plovers. I'm pretty sure those are plovers, which are beautiful. They're little teeny birds. I don't know the dynamics on them. We should do a deep dive into the plover someday because they are endangered. To some extent. I don't know if they're federally or what the deal is on that. But Central Ocean Beach is windy out there. You can see the power lines right there so you go, oh yeah, it's pretty, when that thing's moving, it's pretty windy. So we've got gusts offshore. Let me see if I can go. I think I have, let's see if I got yeah, here we go. Here's the wind. So we've got some pretty good winds up around Point Reyes here. We got gusts to 20, 16 mile an hour gusts at Point Reyes proper, 26 miles an hour. See that red 26? That represents the gust. That's 26 knots at SFO. You've got 22 knots down towards Hayward, and so on and so forth. So you can see where the wind is and where the wind is not. And then the last thing I want to show you before we get going, and you can go off and enjoy your day. And I don't know when you all watch these, but I try to make them evergreen so they last at least for 12 to 24 hours. This is the model. Let's put this in here. How do I do this? I'll just put a box. I'll put a circle around this. So we're kind of right in here, right? This is just general. This is Northern California. So watch what happens. This is the model. Clear out. I'm going through time now. See the big donut offshore, that big round area, right? This guy, that's the high pressure right there. And that thing is bullseye, and it's staying put. See it? So as long as that, and see it stretches, elongates, but you see everything going over the top. I love doing this model because you can kind of see the flow of the atmosphere. See the high protecting us? That's the Pacific high. It's a dominant feature in the summer months. And there it is, doing its thing, man. And then this big storm offshore, but it can't get in because the high is so powerful. So we've got a dry, warm week ahead. We had awesome beneficial rainfall and snowfall. And overall, just a very, very productive time for us. So very happy about that. I hope you had a nice weekend. Hope you're having a nice weekend. See you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.